Namaskara Karnataka. Welcome all of you to Vedantu Karnataka. So ellaru tumba request madidira ma'am, please ma'am NEET classes start ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ. So students, we have already done some questions. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಾವು NEET educators. So we are NEET teachers from past 3 years, both in offline and online we have been there. So that is why we are going to be the right people to teach you NEET. So ಈ ವೇದಾಂತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು NEET classes start ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. So already ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದು ಮಾಕ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಮೇಜರ್ ಹೈ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ವುಡ್ ಹವ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್ KCET, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಹೈ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So watch all of you, please continue watching all of these lectures, and after that we are also going to continue with classes, okay, mark booster series etc, chemistry, biology ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, physics ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, but till then please watch these lectures because these have the most hand-picked questions. Last year's questions ಇದೆ, mock paper in the question ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. So you can solve all of this paper by the time we start the classes, okay? So I hope all of you are going to answer all the questions, and how many ever questions you got right, please let me know in the comments as well. So students, enjoy your NEET classes. At the same time, please answer all the questions and also put your marks in the comment section, okay? Yes. Okay, let's start the class, students. First question on your screen. Okay, very beautiful first question on your screen. All the questions are a little long, I would say. So take your time, read the question, then choose the answer. Do not be in a hurry to answer fastest. Okay, here we are not doing the fastest finger. We are not in Karopati. We are not in any, 1 minute to win it. So please read the question, then see the order. Now here, look here. The following is a list of events that occur during a muscle contraction. Locomotion and movement chapter. Yes. Myosin cross bridges bind to the actin. The free myosin head splits the ATP. Calcium ions is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. The myosin head pivots towards the center of the sarcomere. Calcium ion binds to the troponin. The myosin head binds an ATP molecule and detaches from the actin. Yes. Screen is clear? No? Doctors have to be excellent in human physiology, right? Otherwise, what physiology will you do in future? Screen is visible, dear. Just refresh and see. For me, the screen is perfectly visible. Okay, just increase the quality as well. Yes, quickly answer. Read the question. I know all of you will take some time. Okay, and quickly smash that like button. Hello. Good evening. Yes. How many more Kanjus? 40 Kanjus, sir. That's a lot of Kanjus people. Yes, please answer quickly in the chats. Yes, choose the events. Okay, you have to choose it exactly in order. How will the muscle contraction happen? First, what will happen? Second, what will happen? So you have to go in order. Okay, you have to go in order exactly what happens. So here, if you want clue, I will give you the first clue, that is, see, calcium ions is released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum will be the first step, because only after this we will be able to distract the troponin and tropomyosin, which is on actin, and then we will be able to make actin go and bind with the myosin, right? Yes. Clear? Okay. Very good. Okay, very good. That's the answer. Let's see the answer. Yes, it is option number D, students. So what is the thing I told you? First, this has to happen where the calcium got released from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Second, what will happen? Calcium will go and bind with troponin and tropomyosin and do a conformational change, right? A conformational change. This conformational change will lead to what? Conformational change will lead to the myosin forming cross bridges to bind with the actin, right? This is going to be step number 3. After that, what you will see? You will notice that the myosin head will pivot to the center. Then what will you see? The free myosin head splits the ATP. And lastly, a new myosin head will come and bind. Okay, sorry. Here, 5 and 6. Done all of you? Yes. So how much marks? +4 in the chats. Okay, +4 in the chats. Moving on to the next question. Okay, I have not put the orange zone and green zone. Okay, because here I really couldn't predict the question, because these questions are taken from the mock papers and other places. I could not really predict how many students will do what. So that's why the zones are not there. Okay, but you people can tell me the zone. If you find some question very difficult, you tell me, ma'am, it's a red zone. Okay, yes. Now, next question. excretion. Okay, ADH and RAS work together in maintaining osmoregularity, homeostasis, through which of the following ways? Okay, if the question is not clear, I will read it for you. Option number A, ADH regulates the osmolarity of the blood and RAS regulates the volume of the blood. So they're telling ADH, okay, will do the osmolarity, RAS will do the volume. Second, ADH regulates the osmolarity of the blood by altering the renal reabsorption of water, and RAS is going to do that by stimulating the Na plus absorption. Clear? Next question. ADH and RAS works antagonistically. ADH stimulates water reabsorption during dehydration and RAS causes increased excretion of water when it is excess in the body fluids. And the last, by combining at the receptor sites of the proximal tubule cells where the reabsorption of essential nutrients takes place. Oh ho! Come on, take some time, no problem. Big questions, I told you already. Those are big questions. Yes. Very good. Very good. Okay. Yes, perfect. The answer is B. Okay, B, because you know that ADH and RAS mechanism are not working antagonistically. ANF and RAS mechanism is working antagonistically. If one increases, the another person will decrease. It happens entirely in our body, right? Like you have your PCH and your calcitonin. Okay, one will increase the calcium level. We have insulin and glucagon. So like that, many things work antagonistically. So this will give you +8 in the chats. Come on. All of you +8 in the chats. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Yes. Okay, next question. Dub sound of the cardiac cycle is produced by. Dub sound of the cardiac cycle is produced by. Closure of the semilunar valves. How will you remember this? How will you remember this trick? What was the trick? Okay, I told you Ammu wants laser bulb. Okay, I've given you trick for one, so you can automatically guess the trick for the next one, right? Ammu means what? AV valves makes lub sound, right? AV valve makes lub sound. So what will be the opposite of that? Closure of AV valve causes lub sound. Here they are asking dub sound. Yes, exactly. Come on, students, faster. Speed should increase. Why is the speed so slow? Speed increase pannungo. Faster. Yes. Yes, Ammu wants laser bulb. Very good, very good, very good. Some of you are able to remember. Okay, tell me, what's the answer? It's easy. Okay, are you people confused with the diastole, systole? I told you, closure. Closure will only make the sound and obviously it will be during what? Okay? Yes, very good, very good. Very happy for all of you. It is going to be +12 marks. Okay, you can't see this obviously. Okay, +12 marks. So students, any doubt here? Any doubt here? Closure of semilunar valves at the beginning of ventricular systole. Closure of semilunar valves at the beginning of ventricular diastole. You have to remember the cardiac cycle at atrial systole. Then you have ventricular diastole, then you have joint diastole, right? So it is going to happen there. So that is why here it is beginning of ventricular diastole, because we never spoke about ventricular systole. We only spoke about atrial systole, ventricular systole and joint diastole. Okay? Yes. Yes. Tamil theriyum. Okay? Tamil theriyum. Okay. Yes. Next question on the screen. Oh, big question. Students, all the questions are a little big, okay? And it is not very easy questions also. I have not taken previous year questions. I have taken outside questions, okay? Little difficult questions. Actually, more difficult questions are there, but some of them are out of syllabus, so we have skipped it on. Now, the following steps refers to the various stages in transmission at the chemical synapse. So here they're talking about the events that happen in the transmission. You have to tell the sequence of it, okay? Which sequence of events is correct? So please read it, okay? Please read it and then answer, okay? I will not read it because when I read, I feel you will take more time to process it, okay? So please read it and answer. Take your time because the question is big. You can make mistakes, so please don't do that. Don't make the mistake. Questions are not that easy. I'm telling you now itself. I have not picked previous year questions. I've picked a little difficult questions itself. Thank you. Yes, okay. One person have answered. Other people also answer quickly. I know it will take some time. Okay, I'll move from the screen so you can see the options as well. Look at the options properly. Look at the options. Take your time. Okay, let's do it now. Yes, let's do it. So students, here what is the answer? Answer we will come into. First we will see the order. See, here they are telling an action potential depolarizes the membrane of an axon terminal. So this is the initial trigger, right? This is the initial point where the trigger happens. So this becomes the first step. And second step will be what? The calcium ions rush into the neuron cytoplasm will be the second step, okay? And then what will be the third step? The synaptic vesicle releases the neurotransmitter into the synaptic cleft, right? Yes. And then the neurotransmitter, obviously neurotransmitter is here, so you continue the conversation here. Neurotransmitter binds with a receptor associated with the postsynaptic membrane. So pre-synaptic cleft and postsynaptic membrane. So this is going to be option number 4. And last you are left with what? Option number 5, where the ligand gated ion channels will open. So what's going to be the answer? Yes, excellent. It is going to be option number C. That means you get a plus 16. Plus 16. Okay, this entire unit you can get 10 to 13 questions. Okay, it's a big unit and it's the most high weightage unit, and any student who is planning to skip that unit, please skip the plan of being a doctor. Okay, who will skip human physiology and become a doctor? On what trust will I come and show you? Okay, so don't even ask the question, can I skip this unit? Because I've got that a lot last year. Can I skip that unit, ma'am? 10 to 13 questions, that means the entire unit. And if you watch my lecture, you will never feel like skipping it because I have taught it like a story. So you watch the lectures, all the backlog series. In that I have done handwritten notes. So watch the lecture. Okay. Yes. Very good, students. Moving on to the next question. Oh, a very good question actually. The fastest possible conduction velocity of an action potential is observed in. See, such kind of questions you will not be able to find it everywhere. It's not previous year. So that is why it's important for you people to attend these sessions live, because we are filtering the question and selecting the questions. Some might be PYQs, but some might be AIPMT levels or AIMS level. I'm telling, I'm not telling that is the questions, okay? JIPMA level questions. So you will be able to come across different types of questions in these sessions, okay? Yes, answer these questions now. I'll tell you the reason also, okay? If you answer it wrong, right? Yes, it's an excellent unit, okay? You're not supposed to leave physiology, then you have to leave the doctor the job also, okay? Be like, I don't want to be a doctor because I want to study only plant physiology. Yes. Okay, good. Some of you are right, some of you are wrong. No problem. Please put up whatever you're feeling like. I will tell you the answer for it. Okay, I'll tell you the answer for it. Yes. Okay. Yes. So since you people told the answer, students, the answer is option number D. Why option number D? Because see, if your axon is thick, that means the amount of resistance, okay? Because the conduction can be faster, because you know the diameter matters. If the diameter is less, all of you have studied resistance in physics. That means what? Obstruction to the flow of current. Current is passing. If it is thin, okay, then there will be more obstruction. If it is thick, that means diameter is more, then the resistance will be less. So a thick one can give less resistance, or conduction can be faster, okay? Resistance can be less. Now myelinated neurons, why? Because we can do salt jumping, jumping. That means from one node of run width, okay, one node of run width, the signal can jump to the next node of run width, okay, where the axons are exposed. So this way jumping will happen. So this is why it is going to be faster. So what is the answer? Thick and myelinated neurons. Clear? Because they have asked you the fastest possible way. Fastest possible way, I'm asking you to go from Bangalore to Chennai. You'll all tell it's ma'am, flight ma'am. Right? Because why? Because it's going to make you land in 2 hours. Now, if I tell you bus, it is going to maybe take you 5 hours, okay, to reach, or 6 hours. Maybe by car also it might take you that much time. So the fastest method is going to be the one that will not give you a lot of obstruction, no traffic, right? At the same time, faster we will be able to reach, okay? Yes. Very good, very good. Okay, good job. So what's your marks? What's your marks? Plus 20? Plus 20? Okay, some of you are at plus 12, some of you are at plus 16, some of you are at plus 20. Okay, at least one person. I saw few of them. Meghna and all correctly they answered, no? So plus Christina answered correctly. Okay, so yes, Dr. Sindhu now, yes, okay. Okay, very good. Now moving forward. Select the correct option with respect to pectoral girdle of humans. Okay, pectoral girdle. Pectoral, pelvic. Pectoral is your shoulder, clavicle and scapula. Okay, pelvic is your eye plane class, ilium, ischium, pubis, combined to form your coxal bone. Okay, yes, good job. Now answer this. Select the correct option with respect to the pectoral girdle of humans. Both half of the pectoral girdle fuses mid-ventrally through the fibrous cartilage. Scapula is a large quadrangle flat bone situated dorsally. Scapula is spread over the first to the seventh ribs. Acromion is a slightly elevated ridge of scapula. My students know this. Yes. Okay, okay, good job. Plus. Operation will fail. Okay, yeah, patient's life, exactly. Okay. Operation might be fail or success, but the patient who is under your knife, under your vision, that person's life matters. No, it's not about your success story. It's not about how many surgeries I have done successfully. It's about how many lives I have actually saved. Yes, give me the answer for this. Yes, sir. Think properly, think properly. Okay, okay, I can see 2, 3 correct answers. Very good, Suvra, Percy, Roshni. Very good. Students, look here. Acromion is not an elevated, slightly elevated ridge of scapula. You talk about spine, right? The word given in your NCERT is spine is an elevated ridge on the scapula, so it's not acromion, okay? So here the most correct answer will be scapula is a large, okay, quadrilangular flat bone situated dorsally. So please go with this option. Please go with option number B, not option number D, because acromion is not the slightly elevated ridge. Acromion is a flat ridge. It's a flat bone. Now spine is the elevated ridge on the scapula. Okay, so please stick to option number B. So your marks are plus 24. Others will be at plus 20. Most correct answer you have to tell. Okay, I know you might be like, okay ma'am, acromion. No, spine is the elevated ridge that they have spoke about in your textbook. Nowhere they have mentioned that acromion. Okay, we talk about acromion process, but that is different. That is different. Okay, plus 24, all of you in the chats, good job. Moving on to the next question. See the given diagram and select the correct statement. Okay, okay, now this is a little tricky. It is not like a very easy question. Okay, listen the question. See the given diagram and select the correct statement. A can be masked. First of all, label the parts. Okay, you have D, you have B, you have A, and you have C. Now first label the parts in your head. Okay, A can be masked with tropomyosin. B is not affected by trypsin. Okay, C is formed of fibrous protein. D has 8 polypeptide chains. Yes, D has 8 polypeptide chains. Okay, it's a different question. It's not about your normal question that you have seen. They will ask you A, B. It's not like that. You have to, here more connection is there. If you want clue, please raise the hands. Okay, ask me for clue. I'll give you the clue. Ma'am, I want clue. I'll give you the clue. I think I'll have to show you people the this one. Wait, the diagram. Okay, where will I show you the diagram now? From where will I show you the diagram? 1 second, let me see if I can just show the diagram to all of you. Students, please look at the diagram before you answer. I feel all of you are not thinking properly through it. Okay, wait, I think I can show the diagram. Yes, check the diagram. You still have time. Please give clue, ma'am. Yes, please ask for clue. Students, the answer which you people are telling is absolutely wrong. Okay, that's the clue I want to tell. It's absolutely wrong. Why? Because here, first of all, tell me what is A. First of all, tell me what is A, what is B, and what is C. C you should know by now. This is the tail. Okay, light myromyosin. That means what? It is the tail. Right? And this is the globular head. Okay, head. That is the heavy myromyosin. Okay, this A and B, you people tell me. Tell me what is A. I don't know. Let's just give me a minute. Okay. I think I can find it here so that I can show you people the diagram. Okay, locomotion and movement NCERT PDF. Yes. 1 second. See, I'm opening the diagram for all of you, so that you can see the diagram, because you people are not opening your NCERT. Now I have to open NCERT and show you people. Look here. See, what have they asked? Actin binding sites and ATP binding site. Okay, these are the things that they have asked, and they have asked you the head and they have asked you the tail. Okay, correct. Now the question. Okay, going back to the question. A can be masked with tropomyosin. So this is what? This is actin binding site. Okay, actin binding site. Okay, and B is going to be what? ATP. Okay, ATP activity. A can be masked with tropomyosin. B is not affected. Leave this question at completely. Okay, D has 8 polypeptide. This also you leave. Among these two, your answer should be there. Okay, what is this? All the operations are failing, it seems. See, actin binding site, students, actin binding site on the myosin is actually masked by whom? Is it masked by troponin? Is it masked by tropomyosin? No, it is masked by the ATP. Here, A can be masked with tropomyosin. They're talking about myosin. They're not talking about actin. So how will this be the answer? This is wrong. Correct. They're asking you actin binding site on myosin. Can it be masked by tropomyosin is the question. Understood? So think through the question. It's just a grammar. It's just the words. Okay. So this cannot be right. So what is the correct answer? C is formed of fibrous protein. That means the tail region is made up of fibrous protein. I told you questions are not easy. Questions are not easy. You need to think through this. And these are the questions that were solved by your super seniors when they were preparing. Okay, for them it was more difficult. Super seniors. Okay, because they had to study all of it. Clear to all of you? Yes? Any doubts? Please read the question carefully when such question come. I know all of you would be thinking that yes ma'am, on actin tropomyosin is there, but tropomyosin is covering the myosin binding site. It is masking the myosin binding site. It is not masking the actin binding site. Correct? Okay? Yes? Yes, it is a scapula is a large triangular flat bone, but acromion is not the elevated ridge, no? So that could be the most correct answer. Quadrangular bone. Okay, quadrangular bone. Clear, Liza? Yes. So what is going to be the answer here? Answer is going to be C. C is formed of fibrous protein. Okay, I'm not telling this kind of questions might come, but it's always good to be prepared with a little harder questions so that you know your war can be easier. Right? As like Basavaraj sir told, no fake promises that okay, do the easy question, that means you're good to go. Okay? Yes. Got it? Clear? Moving on to the next question. Oxygen dissociation curve is best described as a graphic representation of a relationship between PO2 and percentage saturation of hemoglobin with oxygen. A graphic representation between the amount of carbon dioxide delivered to the alveoli by every 100 ml. S-shaped curve depicting the relationship between the amount of carbonic anhydrase present in RBC and the formation of oxyhemoglobin, and it's a breakdown of glucose into H2 and carbon dioxide and energy diffusion. Yes. Yes, it is tricky. It is tricky. Okay. But why is it tricky? It's because for you to learn. Okay, it's for you to learn. I did not put an easy question because human physiology questions are actually easy. If you have watched our lectures, no, you'll be like, ma'am, what is this, ma'am? So easy. That's why I didn't want to give you that thought also. Okay, that is why I selected little difficult. I'm only telling you people. Little tricky. I'm not telling difficult. It's just you have to read multiple times and you have to understand the wordings. That's it. Okay, no problem. Marks does not matter here. Marks does not matter. Practice matters. Okay, you still have time to count your marks. So just focus on, okay, I have learned one more question which I would never do if I was sitting at home. That's it. Now come on, do this question quickly. It's an easy question. All of you can get +4. All of you can get +4 without fail in this question. But don't listen to other people. Only listen to yourself. Answer what you think is right. Don't look at the chats. Don't look at anyone else's chats. Okay, they might be telling wrong. Maybe they have never learned this chapter. Right? Very good. Excellent. Excellent. The answer is going to be option number A because it's the relationship between the saturation and the amount of oxygen. Right? We have studied dissociation and association curve. So what's your marks? +28. Out of +28, whatever your marks is. Okay? Very good. Option number A. Moving on to the next question. Easy question. Very easy question. Okay, again you can get easily +4 here. Respiratory organ in frog, adult are lungs, gills, moist skin, buccal cavity. Lungs, gills, moist skin, buccal cavity. Respiration in frog. Okay, and I will teach you frog. Don't worry, I have not forgotten it. I will teach you frog. Respiratory organs in frogs are lungs, gills, moist skin, buccal cavity. You all know 3 types of respiration we have studied and they have names as well, right? Yes. Okay, let's see what you people are answering. Okay, good job, good job. We have studied cutaneous respiration, we have studied pulmonary respiration, we have studied buccopharyngeal respiration. Okay, this is the 3 respiration that you study in frog. So make a note of it. If it is lungs, what is the terminology you use? Pulmonary. Okay, pulmonary. And if it is moist skin, you call it cutaneous. Cutaneous respiration. If it is buccal cavity, you call it buccopharyngeal. Right? You call it buccopharyngeal. And students, genetics class had an issue. Okay, that is why we have re-uploaded the class under video session because my class was not visible. I do not know what's the glitch. Okay, so we have re-uploaded for those students who wants to see the genetics question. Okay, excellent students. 3 is the answer. So you all will get 32. So now you have got 8 marks very easily. Okay, moving on to the next question. Very good. Very good. Next question on the screen. Again, an easy question. You will be able to get +4 here very easily. Match the column 1 with column 2 with respect to transport of carbon dioxide. Okay, transport of carbon dioxide. Here, dissolve form through plasma, 70% as bicarbonate ion, 7% as carbaminohemoglobin, 20 to 25%. Yes. Okay, good. And quickly smash the like button, students. Come on, let's make 150 likes before Basavaraj sir comes. All of you. I do not want your energy to drop. I want you people to like the video, okay? Because if you like the video, many students will also have the trust to open the class, right? So you people are contributing a lot to our teaching. If you want us to be known by everyone, learn from us, then you people should do your job, right? That is like the video, okay? Yes, okay, let's see what's the answer. All of you are telling 4. Okay, we'll see the option. Yes, very good. It's 4. Dissolved form of is going to be 7%. Okay, as bicarbonate is going to be 70%, and as carbaminohemoglobin is going to be 20 to 25%. Exactly, it's 23%. So right now you are at +36. Excellent. +36. Very good. Very good. Okay, good job. Moving on to the next question. Yes, be careful. It's a difficult, it's a orange zone question. Okay, it's an orange zone question. So I want all of you to be careful while answering this question. Think 2 times before you answer. The maximum volume of air you can forcefully exhale. I'm underlining the most catchy word that most students don't see. Forcefully exhale after taking the deepest possible breath is called tidal volume, total respiratory volume, residual volume, vital capacity. It's an orange zone. Be careful. I am telling before only. Then don't cry after I put the marks. Okay? Mohammed, think through it. Okay, I can see some answers. Yes. Quickly like the session. Let me see the target. Wait. Let me see. Oh my God, students. Come on. You want us to stop this series, huh? All of you like the video. What is this, yeah? You people can't even do this much. So sad. So sad. Okay. Okay. Very good. Very good. I'm happy. Most of you got it right. That is vital capacity, because here we are talking about what? Vital capacity. VC is equal to tidal volume, the amount of air that you inhale and exhale normally. Okay, then you're talking about how much air you can take in forcefully. Okay, then you're talking about how much air you can give out forcefully. You will not calculate the residual volume. You will not tell the total respiratory volume. Why? Because residual volume is not the amount of air that you can expire out. It is the minimum amount of air that is already will be in your lungs even after a forced expiration, right? So this becomes your answer. Very good. All of you thought through it. Okay. Yes. 40 marks. 40 marks. Yes. All of you thought through it because I told it's an orange zone. So I will tell that more oftenly then. Ouch. Okay. I'll tell it more oftenly then. 1 second, students. Yes. Done? Yes, good job, good job. Next question on the screen. Okay, easy question. Blindly you can take +4. Blind. Match the columns. Larynx, tracheae, alveoli, epiglottis. And I promise you that I will bring more questions of human physiology later also in the classes, where I have some more difficult questions, some more really tricky assertion reasoning question. I could not add everything today because it was so many questions. But I will definitely do one more round of this. Okay, not now, maybe in the later. Promising you that after that you will be actually ready for any kind of questions from human physiology. Okay? Yes. Come on, tell me. Yes, larynx, tracheae, alveoli, epiglottis, lid of the larynx, air sacs, voice box, windpipe, common passage. Come on, I think the question is clearly visible. It's not an orange zone, it's a green zone question, so you should be able to do it, and it's a +44. It's a +44. Yes, very good. Let's see the answer. Larynx is the voice box, that means AR. Tracheae is going to be the windpipe, that means BS. Okay. Okay. We have 50-50. Okay. It should be 1 or 3. Then we have alveoli, which is the air sac. So CQ again. Oh, wow. The last one is going to decide your option. Epiglottis is going to be the lid of the larynx. That means DP is going to be option number 1. All of you are right. All of you are right. Very good. +44 right now in your hands. Okay, +44. Yes, excellent. Can we move to the next question? Of course, we can move to the next question. Okay, good assertion reason question. Again, an orange zone question. Okay, it's an orange zone question. So you people have to be careful while answering this. Now, assertion, a drop in blood. Okay, a drop in blood pH. Okay, a drop in blood pH causes an increase in heart rate. Reason, increased heart rate increases the rate at which carbon dioxide is delivered to the lungs where the carbon dioxide is removed. Okay, this is the question. Operation successful. Okay, good job. Now make this also successful. A drop in blood pH causes an increase in heart rate. Okay. Increased heart rate increases the rate at which the carbon dioxide is delivered to the lungs where the carbon dioxide is removed. Be careful and answer carefully. Don't listen to others, listen to yourself. Okay, if you did not understand, don't attempt it. Okay, don't attempt it. But if you understood, attempt it. Yes, Samuel. Yes, quickly. So much silence, sir. So much silence in the class. See, a drop in the blood pH causes an increase in heart rate. Okay? Increased heart rate increases the rate at which the carbon dioxide is delivered to the lungs where the carbon dioxide will be removed. Now we have studied that when we study breathing and exchange, we studied that actually the carbon dioxide concentration matters in the body, not the oxygen concentration, right? When the carbon dioxide is more, right, your carotid artery, they have receptors which will sense that carbon dioxide is more and they will be removed. Okay, now whatever answer you people are telling, I will come to it. Now look here. Here, first statement is talking about increased heart rate. Second reason is also talking about increased heart rate. So here, we can say that both assertion and reason are true. No doubt in that, both are true. But the reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Why, students? Because here, a drop in pH will cause increase in heart rate. Increase in heart rate will increase the rate at which the carbon dioxide will be delivered to the lungs and where the carbon dioxide will be removed. The pressure difference. Okay? Clear? First time listening to the question, no problem. Now you understood the answer, right? Both are connecting, both the statements are individually right, and both are explaining each other. So your answer will be option number 1. Understood? Yes? Yes? Okay, good job. No problem. Because it is unattempted, you still stay at the same marks. Okay, no one got it right. So we will stick on to plus 44 itself. Okay, this is actually plus 48. Okay, plus 48, but it's okay. Let's stick to plus 44. MBBS question paper, I guess. Okay, got it? Clear? Both statements are talking about the thing, and we have studied that yes, the pressure changes. Okay, especially increased in heart rate will automatically rush the carbon dioxide outside. Okay, yes. Now moving forward to the next question. A tricky question. Okay, a tricky question again. Don't get demotivated. It's a tricky question, but I'm not telling it is a difficult question. Okay, it's not a difficult question. It's a tricky question. Look here. Respiratory center of the brain is stimulated by carbon dioxide content in the venous blood, carbon dioxide content in the arterial blood, oxygen content in the venous blood, oxygen content in the arterial blood. Come on, all of you. Okay, good job. I think this you people can answer because we have discussed this. Arterial blood and venous blood, you know what will be affected. Okay, the brain. Okay, what will activate your brain? Is it the blood that is going for oxygenation, or is it the blood that has purified and come? Okay, come on. Okay. Yeah, one time. Okay. Thank you, Samuel. I love my students. That is the dedication and the motivation I get. Okay. I'm very, very close to my GMAs. They make me do things that are everyday motivating. Okay. Yes. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. It is arterial blood, right? We are going to be bothered about the arterial blood. We are not going to be bothered about the venous blood. And as I told you, it's only the carbon dioxide content that actually activates the body to convert the bicarbonate to carbon dioxide and remove it out. We have studied this, and this is the last line mentioned in your NCRT when we are studying about the entire, transport of carbon dioxide as bicarbonate, that the carbon dioxide, especially under regulation, you're studying it, right? That carbon dioxide, the rate of carbon dioxide actually matters to the body for the removal. It is not because that oxygen is less, we will be like, okay, come. Okay, yes. Yes, very good, Christina. You remember this. Excellent. So it is going to be plus 48, okay, 52. Plus 52 right now in your wallet. Again, an easy question. Easy question, a green signal I'm giving you people. Okay, so you people get motivated. Oh my god, ma'am, how many questions have you given in orange zone? Chalo, answer this. Answer this. So sorry. Yeah. Pharynx is called the sound box. Diaphragm is a dome-shaped muscular structure which separates the thoracic cavity from the abdominal cavity. Okay, now you have to say only A is correct, both A and B are correct, only B is correct, both A and B are incorrect. Come on, easy question. You can get easily marks. Okay, you can close your eyes, listen to the question and answer. Yes. Yes, thank you so much, dear. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Yes, what's the answer? Obviously, ma'am, only B is correct because pharynx is called the sound box. No, larynx is called the sound box, right? So, plus 56 right now to all of you. Plus 56. Okay, moving on to the next question. Which of the following feature activates the JG cells? Where is this from? This is from your excretion chapter, right? Excretion chapter, where we talk about your JG cells. JG cells is also called as juxtaglomerular cells, who gets activated telling what? Who gets activated telling what? That okay, we have to fix the GFR, right? Yes. Fendric muscle, we are not discussing about it anywhere in the NCERT. No, we only talk about diaphragm. Okay, which of the following feature activates the JG cells? Fall in the glomerular blood pressure, fall in the glomerular blood flow, fall in the GFR. Fall in the GFR. Okay, choose the correct option. All of you. Thank you, Mathai PC. That's such a Mallu name. Okay. We have a lot of people with the same name. Good job. Good job. Oh, Sony full activated today. Yes, it is going to be option number 4 because fall in BP, okay, that is fall in GFR rate, fall in blood volume, everything will activate the RAS mechanism, and RAS mechanism starts when renin gets secreted by the JG cells, right? So we can say that all of the options are right. So that means, what's your marks? I forgot your marks. 52 is it? 56. Okay, very good. 60. 60 plus 60. Yes, good job. Next question. Okay. Lymph is derived from the blood vascular system and again drains back to the blood. Statement 2. Lymph is an important carrier for nutrients, hormones and fatty acids, etc. Easy question, straight away question. Okay? Yes, tell me. What's the answer here? Lymph is derived from the blood vascular system. You know, it is oozing out of the capillaries, right? We also call it the interstitial fluid. It will have some things as the blood, it will not have some things as the blood. Now they are telling that it will drain back to the blood. Okay. Lymph is an important carrier. We know that we have fluid skeletal, that fluid connective tissue. We talk about 2 of them. Blood and the lymph. Both are going to help in carrying something. Okay. Oh, so much violence. Okay, good job. It's going to be both the statements are correct. That means you get plus 64 in the chats. Okay. Yes, please put your marks. Please put your marks in the chats. Have we reached the target? Let me see. Or else I'll have to buy Basavaraj sir a burger and give for you people not attending human physiology. Okay, because I keep boasting, no? You people like zoology a lot. So, you people will, because of you people, I have to go through pain. Okay, now during the cardiac cycle, each ventricle pumps out about 70 ml of blood, which is called, during the cardiac cycle, each ventricle pumps out around 70 ml. This number you people know, I have made the calculation, I have asked you to do this calculation. Look at the number and tell the value. Don't think out of the this one, okay, that, oh, ma'am, maybe because it's cardiac cycle, it will be this, that. Okay, he hasn't bought me yet, so I want to win during human physiology. Yes, so quickly smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, okay, because you're going to get here so much content and we're not going to stop any series in the between. Okay, we're going to continue all the series, right? Yes, excellent. The answer is going to be stroke volume. That means you are at plus 68. Plus 68. Stroke volume you have calculated, right? You have done stroke volume into the heartbeat. That is 70 into 72 you have done. That shows you around 5040 approximate. That means around 5 liters of blood, right? Yes. Very good. Next question on the screen. 68 is correct, no? 68 is correct. Yes. It's like an orange zone question, but you people can do it if you have heard to my class. Okay. Yes. Next question on the screen. Choose the option which has all correct statement related to ECG. ECG. Okay. Yes. Approximate. Very good, Uday Kumar. QRS complex represents polarization of ventricles. ECG is a graphical representation of electrical activity of the heart. T wave represents the end of diastole and repolarization. The number of QRS complex is equal to the number of heartbeat of an individual. Yes. Class leader is here. Still you people are not even doing the targeter. Yes, answer this question. It's an easy question. Who is the two conjuice, yeah? One time you people type. How many times you will type? How many times you will type? QRS complex, okay? Don't listen to your friend because your friend is typing multiple times. QRS complex represents the polarization of ventricles. Here, what are they talking about? All of you remember this? Okay, you have a wave like this, you have a wave like this, and you have a wave like this, right? This is what you have studied. Now, this is your P wave, this is your QRS wave, and this is your T wave. Right, this is your T wave. We start with atrial depolarization, then we talk about ventricular repolarization, and ventricular depolarization, then we talk about ventricular repolarization. So here, what is the answer? Answer is going to be option number 4. Very good, very good. Option number 4, that is B and D are right. Choose the correct statement. So what is B? ECG is a graphical representation of electrical activity of the heart. D is what? The number of QRX is equal to the heartbeat. Okay. T wave represents the end of diastole and repolarization. Is it right? Okay. And then QRS. Okay. ECG is a graphic. Okay, that is correct. QRX complex represents the polarization of ventricles. Polarization of ventricles. Yes, tell me quickly in the chats. Correct. Moving on to the next question. How many more questions? Yes, we have. Okay. Students, I think. Okay, 1 second. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I think this question. There's some error with the question. Yes, just a minute. We will move to the next question and we'll come back to this question. Okay. Yes. Oh no, what happened? Just refresh. Just refresh. Answer this question, all of you. Yes, actually, yes, this question answer moved. Okay. That is why. Because here one more option is right, no? C also is right, no? Here. So students, it is B, C, D. Okay. It's not option number 4. It's option number 2. So your marks is going to be how much? Plus 72. Okay. Those who told 4, it's wrong. We also have option number C, no? Because this is also right. So B, C, D. B, C, D. Okay, option number 2. Yes, good job. Moving on to the next question. I had a feeling that, you know, the red color box shifted while I converted it to PDF. Which of the following represents a non-nucleated formed element of the blood? This you people know, which is not an actual cell. Okay, yes. Quickly tell me. Yes, quickly. Yes, QRS depolarization, then repolarization. Okay, that BCD option is right. Okay, got it? Anyone has a doubt? Please check this question here. See, we cannot tell polarization. We should tell depolarization. Okay, that is why this option is wrong. Okay, depolarization. Correct? We cannot say polarization of ventricles. We should say depolarization because here, see, according to this, they are talking about the QRS. Okay, P we know, T we know. Here, QRS is what? Depolarization. T is what? Repolarization. Right? Repolarization of ventricles. I know re and D can be confusing, but remember like this, first two are D, then is re. Okay? D, D, re. D, D, re. Okay? Yes. Okay, this one. Yes, very good students. Thrombocytes is the answer because you know thrombocytes. We do not talk about thrombocytes. Okay, eosinophils, basophils and lymphocytes are there. Again, thrombocytes, platelets, when we talk about, what do we talk about? They are not true cells. They are megakaryocytes. Okay, they are megakaryocytes which are present in the bone marrow are getting fragmented. Okay, fragmented and they are finally forming this kuti cells. Okay, kuti cells which are not true cells. Got it? Good job. Okay. What are you people talking about? What is your marks? Tell that. Cash you people are talking about. Plus 76. Next question on the board. Next question on the board. Each myofibrils has alternate dark and light bands on it. Statement 2. Myosin filaments are thinner as compared to the actin filaments. Oh, easy question. Green signal to all of you. Okay, green signal to all of you. Come on, tell me. Yes. Each myofibril has alternate dark and light bands on it. Okay. Myosin filaments are thinner as compared to actin. Yeah, blindly you people can answer no. What is it? Yes, very good. Statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect because we know myosin is the thick filament, actin is the thin filament, tin, actin. Okay. So what's your marks? Plus 80. Okay, plus 80. Yes, next question on the stage, I'm telling. Next question on the screen. Which of the following statement about striated muscles is false? Students, false. Word is false. Okay. Come on, answer. Don't talk to each other. You will get distracted. Yes. In the center of each eye band is an elastic fiber. Students, here they're talking about striated muscles, which is false. Okay. Striated muscles, which is false, means they're talking about a skeletal muscle, normal one. In the center of each eye band is an elastic fiber Z line which bisects it. Thin filaments are firmly attached to the Z line. M line is a fibrous membrane in the middle of the A band. A sarcomere comprises of one full A band and two half I bands. See, all this I've taught you people. All this I've taught you, like including the calculation. Yes, very good. No. Think once again. I was about to tell very good and then I realized you people are telling wrong. It's not right. Think once again. I scold you people. How many times I've taught you this chapter? They're talking about your entire skeletal muscle. That means what are they talking about? They're talking about this sarcomere that you studied. This sarcomere that you studied. No, they're talking about all of that. Don't think that, oh no, they're telling about M line, so that means it's wrong. They're talking about all of this. Okay? This entire thing you have to answer. Yes. You people are wrong. Think what is wrong? See, false. Okay, I will do it for you, all of you. See, first line. In the center of each eye band is an elastic fiber Z line which bisects it. Do you agree to it? Yes, I agree to it because this is half eye band. This is half eye band. Between both the half eye bands, you have a Z line. I agree to this statement. Thin filaments are firmly attached to the Z line. Yes, Z line. These are the actins. Actins are attached. Yes, actins are attached to the Z line. I agree to this also. M line is a fibrous membrane in the middle of the A band. This is the entire A band. Middle, whom do you have? M line you have, which will hold the myosin. So I agree to this also. A sarcomere comprises of one full A band. Yes, one full A band, half I band, half I band. One A band plus half I band plus half I band. Why? Because a sarcomere starts from one Z line to a next Z line, to a next consecutive Z line. I agree to all of this. So what is going to be the answer? None is going to be the answer. None is going to be the answer. Skeletal muscle is what? Voluntary. No. We are talking about striated muscle or skeletal muscle. Okay, here instead of giving skeletal to confuse, they have given you striated. You will confuse it with smooth muscle and you will write something else. Out of the blue, you will write the answer. So all of you get 0. I think only Roshni answered plus 84. Plus 84. They have not spoken about voluntary or involuntary. They have only spoken about sarcomere. And all the monkeys have not even bothered to read the question properly. And now you people will tell all are correct, ma'am, because you told all are correct. See, what was wrong in this, you tell me. Plus 84. Next question. Choose the incorrect statement with respect to relaxed muscle fiber. Okay, again they're talking about muscle fiber, they're talking about skeletal muscle. Choose the incorrect statement. Calcium concentration in the sarcoplasm is low. Okay, first thing they have to. Has a polarized sarcolemma. Relaxed. Listen to the word that also. Relaxed. Okay, troponin and tropomyosin complex covers the actin binding sites of the myosin. Calcium transport pumps are active during the relaxation phase. Okay, very good, Karthi. Now again, don't make mistake. You look at which is wrong, which is false. I feel, did I put a lot of difficult questions for all of you? I feel I should have reduced the dose of the questions. Now you people will cry. Because I am here, I will tell you that you went wrong. Students, 1 second, okay? One more teacher needs the studio. That's why I'll just check with the teacher. Okay, please do the question faster. I'm so sorry. Tell me, students, what's the answer? I want to cry seeing your answers. Wrong. Think properly again. Students, what is the most false statement among this? I will tell you again, or should I give you a clue? Think once again what you people are telling is wrong. Okay, keeping that in mind, please answer. Think once again, you people are wrong. I feel I should have put little more easy questions for all of you. Wrong, wrong, wrong. The most incorrect statement is there for all of you. I don't know why you people going for option number D. Students, one more most incorrect statement is there according to your actin-myosin cross-bridge formation. Tell me fast. Okay, now I can see some people understanding it. Yes, oh thank God. One student, Harika, Malish, Percy, Priya, very good. What is the answer? It's going to be option number 3. Students, troponin and tropomyosin complex covers the actin binding site of the myosin. Again, you people think whenever you see the word actin, that does not mean troponin and tropomyosin is going to come. Remember that troponin and tropomyosin is going to mask the myosin binding site. You people really need revision of human physiology. Myosin binding site. Understood? So, troponin and tropomyosin mask the myosin binding site on actin or in actin. Here, what have they told? Troponin and tropomyosin complex covers the actin binding site of the myosin. On myosin head, you see troponin and tropomyosin. ATP is there, no, for that. So, wrong. This is the most incorrect statement. Okay? Understood? Yes? Oh, so many mistakes today. So many mistakes. All careless mistake. It's not because the question is too difficult. It's because my student doesn't want to read anything. Plus 88. Yeah, please cover your face. Okay, people should be, I should be angry at you, all of you. It's an easy question. Don't make the mistake. Look at the question. Age-related disorder characterized by decreased bone mass and increased chances of fracture. Causative factor deficiency of estrogen is common. Statement given above. The above characteristics are associated with gout, osteoporosis, arthritis, polio. You know that in old people, if they touch something or if they fall, immediately fracture happens because of decreased bone mass. What is that condition called? I should cry. You people don't cry. I should cry. Okay, why you people crying? Because you people can't read. I'm feeling I have to cry because all my students are blind. 1 or 2 are okay. I should be the one crying, not you people. Then they'll tell, ma'am, you put such a difficult question, ma'am. Very good. Osteoporosis, because the bones, the pores, okay, so the bone mass is decreasing because the estrogen is decreasing, okay. So, very good. Plus, yeah, I forgot the marks also, scolding you people. Plus 92. Plus 92. See, students, always understand why NEET becomes difficult, because all of you are good with the concepts. Okay, because you people study from good teachers, concepts are always clear. But what happens is, you do not know how to utilize the concept in a MCQ. Because this is the tricky part, right? You know the concept, you know everything about actin myosin. Now also, if I ask you any student to explain, they will tell exactly calcium is released because the sodium influx is happening. But they are not able to relate it with the question. So for that, what we have to do, as soon as we learn the concept, we have to solve then and there questions of that concept. That is the only way out. Understood? So you people understood your weak points. This is your weak point. You're all good with concepts because you have been watching our lectures continuously. But the problem comes when you're not able to understand the MCQ. So work on it. From today, you still have time. Work on it. And we will do whatever possible. You want some chapters to be taught again, please put it. Some of the students, Suvra and all, was asking me, ma'am, please do molecular basis of inheritance. I was like, okay, you want NCRT of molecular basis, I'm ready to do it. But what you want from me, drop it down in the comments. What I want from you is this. I want you people to improve on this. Little difficult question, you get panic. Don't do that, okay? Yes, moving on to the next question. Increase in calcium levels leads to the binding of calcium. See, again, a question with your action potential related to it. So think through it. Okay? Think through it. Increase in calcium levels leads to the binding of calcium with the subunit of troponin on actin filament. Again, action potential means what? The sarcoplasmic. That is the concept. Okay? Yes. Action potential spreads through the muscle fibers and causes the release of calcium ions in the sarcoplasm. I will explain the question once again. Increase in calcium levels. Okay? Calcium levels have increased, leading to what? Leading to the binding of calcium with troponin. To do what? A conformational change. To distract the actin. Okay, so that the myosin binding site will be visible. Now, reason they are telling is action potential spreads through the muscle fibers and causes the release of calcium ions into the sarcoplasm. Okay, yes, yes, very true, Tejas, very true. Okay, now answer this question. Take your time, take your time. Don't worry, it's not to break your confidence, students. It's not at all to break your confidence. It is just to show you that whatever type of question comes, you are ready for the game. Right? When we go for a war, we do not know how strong our competitors are. Right? But we go for the war. Now, whenever you are going to write the exam, you do not know how the 5 to 6 lakh students are competing. What is their kind of competition? Right? So we are preparing you for that, because every time you take biology very easily, like biology is easy, but questions like this also can come. So to prepare you, we are doing that extra hard work of finding difficult questions from very, like, 2004, 2005. Okay, yes, exactly. You shouldn't give up. That is the game. Okay, very good, students. Option number A is correct, because here what are they telling? That increase in calcium level leads to the binding of calcium with the subunit of troponin. Exactly right. How did the calcium come? Because of an action potential. Okay, that action potential led to the release of ACH. ACH went and bound with the receptor. After this happened, there was a sodium influx. The sodium influx led to the release of calcium ions. Yes or no? Correct, no? So, both are right. Okay? Okay, both are right. But here, both the statements are right. But here, what is the thing? These two are not related to each other is what they are telling. That means they are telling that both A and R are correct. But R is not the correct explanation. Why so? Because first conversation is about the increase and how it is binding to the troponin. They should have continued that conversation. But the flow is correct. That is, because of an action potential spread through the muscle fiber, there's a release of calcium. Okay, clear to all of you? Yes? Okay. So, this is the answer. It's not a correct explanation. What's your marks? Yeah? Plus 96. Plus 96. It's okay. Don't put your marks in the comments. Don't put your marks. Just ask what help you want. Okay, if you're feeling that, no, I do not want to type that out of 100, I got 70. Don't put your marks. I do not want to see your marks. I do not want to see it in the comments also. No problem. If you feel that I'm happy with my marks, then put it. Otherwise, no problem. Just ask what help you want. Ma'am, human physiology, can you do a full revision? Or ma'am, this chapter, can you do a revision? Or can we do more questions on this? Whatever you want, please drop it down in the comments. Okay? Yes? Moving on to the next question. Choose the incorrect statement. Easy question, students. Choose the incorrect statement with respect to the ribs. 11th and 12th pairs of the ribs are connected to the vertebrae on the dorsal surface. Vertebrosternal ribs are 7 pairs and are attached dorsally to the vertebrae and ventrally to the sternum. Vertebrochondral ribs are 2 pairs and protects the kidney. Vertebral ribs are called as the floating ribs. Okay. Now remember, vertebrosternal ribs are the ribs which are dorsally and ventrally. One attached to the thoracic and one attached to the sternum. Okay. Now, oh, 1 second, students. What happened? Oh ho 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 ho. One second, students. Sorry. Yes. Good job. Let's do the target more. Yes. Okay, very good, very good. Some majority are right. Majority are right. Some of you thought through it. Yes, I'm telling this, students. Clue I'm giving. Vertebrochondral means the ones that are ventrally attached to the sternum and dorsally attached to the thoracic. Sorry, vertebrosternal. Vertebrochondral means they're attached to the muscle. Okay, they're attached to the 7th vertebrae. They're not attached to the sternum directly. And then your vertebral ribs are your floating ribs. Okay, yes. So what's going to be the answer? Very good. Option number C is going to be the answer. That means plus 100. We have completed our 25 questions. Right? We have completed our 25 questions. Okay. C, yes, very good. Okay, so understand, students, sternal is coming means vertebrosternal means they're attached to the sternum. Okay, vertebrochondral means they're attached to the hyaline cartilage of the 7th rib. Okay, vertebral ribs means floating ribs. They're not at all attached to anything. They're just floating in the front. Correct? Yes. Clear? Okay, this is a longer question. Students, I've added some more questions for you people to solve. Okay, solve this question for me. Okay, this question you solve for me. Which of the following are controlled by limbic systems? Okay, some more questions are there. Don't worry. In the PDF, the questions will be there. Answers also will be there. So you can go through the questions. Okay. Yes. Tejas, you can always use short notes, and if you're telling that ma'am I do not have the time for short notes, you can purchase our flashcards. Now I'm not telling so that you go and purchase it. I'm telling flashcards are useful because it's colorful and it's a better way of revising. Okay, because all the mechanisms, everything is given. So, and it is one of the most used product by students of NEET. Okay, if you go to North also, if you go to South also, if you go to the VLC center, every student will have a flashcard. Okay, so you can definitely, you know, it's a small money. So you can just buy that and you can revise it every single day. Okay, now students, answer this question for me. Which of the following are controlled by the lymphic system? Lymphic system. Yes. Okay, let's see what's the answer. Emotional reaction, sexual behaviors, respiration, olfaction, body balance. Think through the question because you do not have a option for 2. So you should be thinking of the, yes, very good. Option number B is the correct answer. That means you are at 104. Okay, 104. Lymphic, you know, it is mainly with emotion and sexual behavior, also with olfaction, right? So this is going to be the answer. This is going to be the answer. Now answer this for me. Bipolar neurons are found in humans in brain, spinal cord, embryonic stage, olfactory epithelium. Now I'll give you a clue. I have taught you this bipolar example with the retina of eye. Okay, retina of eye. Right? Now don't worry about that. Bipolar neurons are found in the humans in 3 regions: eyes, nose, and your eyes, ears, as well as your. So now if I tell you everything, it will come out, students. The answer will come out. Sorry. Okay, ears. Yes, good job. I will tell you it's something to do with. I'll tell the answer. I think very good. Some of you got it. It's olfactory epithelium. Okay, olfactory epithelium. This is a important question. Okay, because every time they will not give you retina of the eye. Okay, every time they will not give you retina of the eye. So what you will do, such questions come also, you should be able to answer. Okay, very good. Plus 108. Okay, plus 108. Okay, last question for the day. Last question for the day. Unmyelinated nerve fibers is not enclosed by a Schwann cells and hence not enclosed by a myelin sheath. Enclosed by Schwann cells that does not form a myelin sheath. Tricky question. Tricky question. It's not directly mentioned anywhere in your NCERT. So please think properly and understand. Okay. Okay, now, not enclosed by Schwann cells but enclosed by a myelin sheath formed by oligodendrocytes, not found in the autonomous and the somatic neural system. Unmyelinated nerve fibers, you have to go back to my notes and find it out. Okay. Yes, only one is given in NCERT, but the problem is, dear, like, you know, people study from many places, no? Like in coaching modules and all, they will mention it. So that's why I have also added it in case it comes. Okay, we cannot always argue telling that it's not an NCERT. Sometimes they will expect you to know some things. So that kind of things these are. Okay, yes, very good, very good. 2 is the answer. That is, they are enclosed. Oh, sorry students, I did not put the answer here. Yes, they are enclosed by Schwann cells, but they does not form the myelin sheath. Okay, that does not form the myelin sheath. Very good. 112. 112, total of 112 all of you get. Okay, good job, good job.
Sound check, students, sound check. Quickly let me know in the chat, students, if I'm audible and visible to each and every one of you. Sound check, students. Yellow, 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 everyone. How is everyone doing? How was your entire human physiology? Because I know, because I was watching the lecture, all of you made a lot of significant mistakes and I hope you do not repeat them. Okay. So, hello students, hello, good evening, each and every one of you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening, students, good evening. How is everyone? I hope the session doesn't end right now. Audio is audible, audio is audioing, video is videoing. Nice. Okay. Let me ask all of you once again, quickly, students in the chat. Are you ready for plant physiology right now? Because the questions are going to be really good questions. I have really good questions for all of you. Really good questions. So without wasting any time, students, quickly some fire emoji in the chat to let me know that, yes sir, we can start the class now. Can we, students? Can we, all of you? Yes? All of you. Can we start, all of you? Yes? Can we? Amazing. Quickly some fire emoji in the chat, students. Quickly, all of you. Yes. Good evening, all of you. Okay. The first question on the board, here we go. The first question on the board from your photosynthesis and higher plants. Okay. In Calvin cycle, which step involves utilization of two molecules of ATP for phosphorylation and two of the NADPH2 per CO2 molecule fixed? Because all of you know there are three main steps in your Calvin cycle: carboxylation, reduction, regeneration. Now, in which step of the following reaction there is utilization of 2 ATP and 2 NADH? I'll give you all of you a very small clue. It is a second step. Okay, this is a warm up, right? It's a warm up now. I'll give you a small clue, all of you. It is a second step. Quickly, students. Which is the second step? Regeneration, carboxylation, reduction. Now, if you watch my lecture, if you watch my plant physiology lecture, this is what I've given you: carboxylation, reduction, regeneration. In carboxylation, RUBP is converted to PGA, 2 moles of PGA in the presence of Rubisco enzyme. Here, there is no energies involved. Second step, that is reduction step. In reduction step, 2 ATP and 2 NADH is utilized here. Yes, this is the answer. Obviously, here reduction is the answer. Now, this is a triose phosphate, again undergoes regeneration to produce RUBP. Now, again, the final step also, 1 ATP is consumed. So, can anyone tell me in the chat, students, how many total ATP is consumed in your entire Calvin cycle? The total number of ATPs. Quickly, students. Quickly. So, the answer is reduction here, because reduction you can see 2 ATP being used here. So, 2 used here, 1 used here, 3 ATPs in total. Okay. All of you know the rule in my class. Every right answer you get 1 mark. For example, all of you got this answer right, so I'll give all of you plus 1 mark in the previous one. So all of you keep a track of your marks. It will be easy for all of you. Okay? Okay, all of you. 1 second, students. 1 second. Okay. Now, all of you plus 1 marks in the chat. Okay, look at the next question. Which character makes up your C4 plant special? What is so special about your C4 plant? Like, what is so special about your C4 plants that makes them better than C3? Okay. All of you. Baspa ma'am, guys, did you forget? Who is Baspa ma'am now? I am Diksha sir. I don't even know who is Baspa ma'am now. Okay. Special type of leaf anatomy. It's called Kranz anatomy. Do they have it? Yes. They can tolerate high temperatures. They show response to high light intensities. All of the above. What is a character which makes a C4 plant so special that they do not show any type of photorespiration? Not at all. What is so special about them, students? Okay. All of you, quickly in the chat. What is so special? Quickly, all of you. Option number D, exactly, students. Exactly. Option number D. So all of these properties can be seen in your C4 plants. So if you got the right answer, all of you know, plus 2 marks. Okay. Students, are you enjoying the easy questions now? Because difficult questions are coming up. Now I feel all of these questions might not be difficult because we have done the plant physiology, the entire unit so many times over and over and over again. This entire chapter, this entire unit has become so easy for all of you. Okay. So easy for all of you. Okay. Look at the next question. Which enzyme is absent in mesophyll cell of C4 plant? See, all of you know there are two types of cells in C4 plant. Mesophyll, bundle sheet. Every different cell has a different type of enzyme present in it. So their question is asking you which enzyme is present in the mesophyll cell of C4 plant. Mesophyll cell. Okay. Take your time, all of you. Take your time. Sir, doubt if plant cell cannot undergo growth, how does it grow after division? See, the growth is very subjective, that the growth is multiple types, right? For example, if a plant is stopped growing after some time because of the changes in the meristem. Now, what if it undergoes dedifferentiation or redifferentiation? Then it can again start growing. Okay. All of you quickly in the chat, students. See, which enzyme is absent in mesophyll? For example, I will show you this particular diagram here. You can see here. The top part is called as your mesophyll cell. Bottom part is called as bundle sheath cell. In mesophyll cell, which enzyme do we have? Here we have peptidase enzyme. What about bundle sheet? In the case of bundle sheet, we have Rubisco enzyme. That concept is clear to all of you. Now the question is asking you which of the enzyme is absent in mesophyll. See, we just now learned that in the mesophyll we have the peptidase enzyme. So I will erase this. Okay, I will erase this also. Both cannot be there. So the answer is obviously Rubisco. Rubisco is present in the case of your absent in the case of mesophyll, only present in the bundle sheet. Okay, bundle sheet. You can see here. Here in the bundle sheet we have the Rubisco enzyme. Okay. Next question on the board. Cyclic photophosphorylation results in the formation of. All of you in the marks also in the chat. All of you quickly drop your marks to keep a track of your progress. One by one we can track the progress easily. Okay, all of you. A for all girls are angels, sir. Okay, if you say so. Cyclic photophosphorylation results in the formation of cyclic. This is the clue. So what exactly happens in the case of cyclic? In the case of cyclic, do we get NADH? No. In the case of cyclic, do we get NADH in O2? No. Do we get NADPH? No. In the case of cyclic photosynthesis, students, in the case of cyclic photosynthesis, we only get ATP. There is no NADH formation at all here. No NADH formation. Okay. So the answer obviously is going to be option number C, ATP. Now again, this is going to be very easy if you have all of these notes from my previous classes. You can watch my lecture on photosynthesis in higher plants in 3D, or in the backlog series, or in your RNA, or also in the case of your NCERT line by line, or Super 6 from last year. So every single lecture of mine, I make it so detailed for plant physiology, you will be able to answer all the questions. Okay. Now all of you marks in the chat. Okay, this question, student, this is your cyclic. All of you, this is your cyclic phosphorylation. Here we have PS2, we have PS1, cyclic flow of electrons happening. The final electron acceptor is going to be your NAD plus here, and final product is going to be NADPH here. Okay, and in this entire reaction in the PS2 there is photolysis of water. Water is being split open here, and we can see here, students, ATP formation, NADH formation, oxygen being released. All of these are properties of your non-cyclic. Okay. Look at this question on the board, all of you. Read the following 4 statements A, B, C, D and select the right option having the both correct statements. Okay, correct statements. Look at the first statement here. The Z scheme of light reaction, this one right here. Z scheme of light reaction, okay, takes place in present of PS1 only? Absolutely not, because we just now saw this is a Z scheme, and here we have both PS1 and PS2, both are present here. The first statement obviously gone. Okay, look at option number B. Only PS1 is functional in cyclic photophosphorylation. Only PS1. Let's check. If you go back here in the cyclic photophosphorylation, do we have only PS1? Yes, we only have PS1. So option number, that is correct. This is going to be correct. Okay. Okay. Statement number C. Cyclic photophosphorylation results in the synthesis of ATP and NADH. No. Just now I told you, in the case of cyclic, there is only ATP. Cyclic, we have only ATP, so this becomes a wrong statement. Okay. Stroma lamellae lacks PS2 as well as NADPH. Now for this again, you need to learn this diagram which I have told you previously. For example, students, this right here is called as your thylakoids. Entire thing is called as grana. Multiple granas are there. Between the two, the connecting link is called as stromal lamella. Here on the thylakoid, we have PS2, PS1, both are present. But on the stromal lamellae, we only have PS1. We only have PS1 on the stromal lamellae. Only PS1. Only cyclic photophosphorylation will happen there. Not non-cyclic cannot happen there. Okay. Now the statement which says that stromal lamellae lacks PS2. Yes, it lacks PS2. Does it lack the NADPH options? Yes. There is no NADPH also there. So this statement also becomes absolutely correct. Correct. So what are the answers, students? All of you in the chat, tell me the answer quickly. Students, all of you are understanding how to approach a question now? Do you understand? I am trying to approach every single answer from my own notes. And tell me in the chat, students, do all of you have a copy of it? Tell me in the chat right now. Tell me honestly, do all of you have a simple copy of my notes, or you have written down the notes from my notes? At least that much you tell me in the chat. Because whatever I make you write is exam oriented. I will not make you write unnecessary extra or something is missing out also. Point to point, you can derive every answer from my notes and I will show you the proof for it today. Okay. Nice. So what is the marks, students? Marks is going to be +6. Okay. Next question, if you see here, it's an AR question. Assertion reason question. The presence of accessory pigments enhances rate of photosynthesis. The presence of accessory pigments, it could be carotenoids, it could be xanthophyll, right? Carotenoids, xanthophyll. So all of these, do they increase, or chlorophyll B, do they increase the range? Yes, they do. I've told you previously. Students, in my class, I've told you, can the principal take classes in every single classroom? Is it possible for a principal to go to 1st standard to 12th standard, every section, every single day to take a class? Is it possible, students? Not possible. Principal cannot go to every single class. Not possible. So who can go? Teachers. So one principal has multiple teachers in the school and every single teacher can go to different classrooms. Similarly, we have something called as a main pigment, chlorophyll A. Chlorophyll A is the main pigment. Under the chlorophyll A, we have multiple other pigments. Those are called as accessory pigments. They will take care of everything. They'll increase the range of it. Okay. They enable a wide range of wavelength of incoming light to the utilized for photosynthesis. Obviously, PS1 can only absorb at 680 nanometer, your chlorophyll A. But xanthophylls, it could be carotenoids, chlorophyll B. Some of them can even absorb at 330 nanometer, 500 nanometer. So they will absorb all the light and give it to chlorophyll A. Okay. So what is the answer? Option number A. Okay. So I hope all of you are understanding. It's a very simple concept. Okay. Okay, look at this question, students. In stromal lamella, all of you know what is a stromal lamella, the connecting link between the two thylakoids or grana. In stromal lamella, cyclic photophosphorylation is the only means of ATP synthesis. True? Yes or no? Because all of us know in the stromal lamellae, what do we have? We have only PS1. We have only PS1. If there is only PS1, it will always result in cyclic. Okay. In stromal lamellae, both PS2 and NADPH reductase enzymes are absent. Yes, they are absent here. They are absent. Yes, that is why we only have cyclic. That is why we only have cyclic here. Okay. If they were present, it would be not make sense, right? If PS2 and NADPH, if both are present, then it would become non-cyclic. The reason it is cyclic because there is only PS1 present in your stromal lamellae. Okay, stromal lamellae. Look at the next question. The whole scheme of transfer of electrons starting from PS2 to NADPH, all the way from the PS2 to NADPH, okay, NADH, okay, NADPH plus is called a Z scheme. Okay, makes sense. When all the carriers of the schemes are placed in a sequence of redox potential scale, they appear like Z. So can I call it as, that is why it's called as Z scheme, students. Does it make sense? All of you? Does it make sense? That is why it's called a Z scheme, because all the uphill and downhill reactions, they end up giving a Z color shape, Z shape, not color, Z shape. I'll give you a flashback again, wait, see here. All the change in the redox potentials one by one, it can give a Z shape, starting from PS2, ending at NADPH, NAD plus, it gives a Z scheme. Yes, easy, easy. How is it B? It's A, option number A. Best bios bus pass, sir. That sounds rhyming. Lol. Students, I can't see the chat. Oh my god, I'm not able to see the chat also. 1 second, students. Not able to see the chat very well. Okay. Look at the next question. In mesophyll cells of C4 plant. Now, students, tell me in the chat. Is mesophyll cell the above one, below one? All of you know, if you go back to my notes and if you see here, students, this is your mesophyll cell, the above one. Remember the points. Mesophyll cell, bundle sheet. Mesophyll cell have your peptase. Here we have Rubisco enzyme. Please remember this before you attempt the question. Please remember this. Okay. Now, let's attempt the question one more time. Where is the question? Where is the question? Here. Here is the question. Okay. In mesophyll cell of C4 plants, there is no sugar formation after fixation of CO2. Obviously, in your mesophyll, the above part, there is no sugar formation. Why? Because there is no C3 cycle happening. The sugar formation will only happen in the C3 cycle. Okay. In mesophyll cell, there is no Rubisco, so C3 cycle event cannot operate. Obviously, tell me, in mesophyll cell C4 plants, there is no sugar formation after fixation. Why? Because in mesophyll cell, there is no Rubisco enzyme. So C3 cycle event cannot take place. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense, students. All of you. It makes sense. Right? How is it be, students? Read it. Read the assertion reason one more time. In mesophyll cell of C4 plants, there is no sugar formation. No sugar formation after fixation of CO2, because in mesophyll cell, always add because in mesophyll cell there is no Rubisco, so C3 cycle event cannot operate. Now I'll ask all of you very simple question. Ready, all of you? Ready? C3 cycle will happen in C3 plants and in C4 plants. True or false? Simple question. C3 cycle will happen in C3 plants as well as C4 plants. True or false? Quickly, students, quickly. True or false? Quickly, all of you. C3 cycle will happen in true, right? True. Because C3 cycle happens all the time. Okay, because it has to happen because C3 cycle is a mode of sugar formation. It is mode of sugar formation. Now, if you again look at your C4 cycle, you can clearly see here. Students, in this C4 cycle, C3 cycle is happening here. Okay. Students, don't you think so? Plant physiology, even though the questions might be difficult, a simple points from my notes, you are able to answer every single question. Tell me yes or no, students. Tell me yes or no. Even the questions might be twisted like this. See, if I give these questions for a student who has not understood the chapter very well, right, who has just mugged up the lines of NCERT, it becomes difficult to understand. You are able to answer all of these questions so easily because you have a visual representation of the concept on your face. Okay. Yeah, T for true, R for false, F for false. Now, in C3 plants, increase in CO2 concentration will increase with productivity. More CO2, more productivity in C3 plants. Why? Because in C3 plants, CO2 saturation point is about 450 ppm. It is much more higher. For example, it could be a bell pepper. It could be tomato. They can grow really well in the greenhouse. Why? Because there is more CO2 and these plants, C3 plants can take up more and more CO2 and pump out more and more energy. Okay, or more and more food. It's true. Okay. Very easy question again. Very easy question. Okay. Students, your marks in the chat, all of you? Quickly, marks in the chat. All of you marks. All of you quickly marks in the chat. Okay. Students, do you realize how many questions we just did? Do you realize how many questions we just finished? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10. Almost 10 to 11 questions we finished already. So fast. Almost finished 10 to 11 questions in a span of hardly what? 20 minutes. So we took 2 minutes per question with the concept. 2 minutes per question with the concept. Okay. Now, can we do some questions, conceptual question from your chapter of your respiration now, students? Can we start, all of you? Can we start respiration now? Okay. The first question on the board. In lactic acid fermentation, okay, all of you concept again, very good concept coming up. Okay. In lactic acid fermentation, the final electron acceptor is. What is the answer, students? Now, what if I change this final into first? If I change this final into first, will the answer change or will the answer remain the same? Also, tell me that also in the chat. If I change the final to first electron acceptor, will the answer change or will the answer remain the same to same? Tell me in the chat. All of you. Quickly in the chat, students. Tell me. Will there be any change with respect to that? Is it possible? All of you. Are you sure it is pyruvic acid? Are you sure it is pyruvic acid? Or is it NADH, students? Is it NADH or is it pyruvic acid? Can I teach you, students? Do you want the answer or do you want me to teach also one more time? Tell me that also in the chat. Do you want only the answer or do you want the concept also to it? Tell me, students, in the chat quickly. Do you want the concept also or do you want the only the answer? We can do both. We can do both. Guys, can I get your Insta? Why do you need Insta, bro? Chill. See, students, this is where you make mistakes. Students, this is where you make mistakes. Look at the lactic acid fermentation. All of you listen to me very carefully now. Lactic acid fermentation. What exactly happens in lactic acid fermentation, first of all? Okay. Now here we have something called as pyruvate. Okay. Here we have something called as pyruvate. Now what exactly happens here is, do you see this NADH here? Yes, NADH. Now this NADH is actually formed in your glycolysis. It is formed in the glycolysis. Now this NADH right here undergoes reoxidation. NADH undergoes reoxidation. And all of you should know what is oxidation. Oxidation is loss of electrons or loss of protons. We are losing here, losing. So this NADH here will lose electrons and lose protons. And these electrons and protons are taken up by pyruvate. So can I tell students, here in this case right here, pyruvate becomes first and final electron acceptor. Now, if this pyruvate is receiving electrons, is it gaining electrons? The gain of electrons and gain of protons is called as reduction. So this pyruvate is undergoing reduction in the presence of an enzyme called as lactate dehydrogenase to produce lactate or lactic acid. So pyruvate undergoes reduction to produce lactate. Now here NADH is undergoing reoxidation and electrons and protons are taken up by pyruvate. That's all is the concept. That's all is the concept, students. How many of you understood, or how many of you still want to by heart? It's up to you now, students. How many of you want to understand? How many of you want to by heart? It's up to you. It's a very, very simple concept to understand. Okay? Now, pyruvate, first and final electron acceptor. Now, this is in lactic acid fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation, students. Done? So, answer is going to be pyruvic acid. Answer is going to be pyruvic acid. Clear, all of you? Clear? Clear? All of you? Concept understood? All of you understood the concept? Nice. Now, look at this question, all of you. Very good question again on the board. Glycerol would enter the respiratory pathway only after being converted to. All of you know, glycerol is a type of lipid. It is not a carbohydrate which can enter through glycolysis in the starting. Glycerol and fatty acids are a type of lipids. Okay. Now, how can a lipid enter the glycolysis pathway or enter the respiratory pathway? Fatty acid, PGAL, acetyl-CoA, pyruvic acid. Quickly chat in the chat. All of you. Answer in the chat. All of you. Quickly. Smash the like button, all of you. Quickly smash the like button. What is the answer? Option number B, 2B. Student, this is where you make mistakes. This is where you make mistakes actually. This is where you make mistakes, student. This is where you make mistakes, student. It's time you learn from them. Okay. Now again, if you go back to my class, if this is a screenshot from my class which I've taken previously. Here I told you fats or lipids, there are two types. One is called as fatty acid, one is called as glycerol. Fatty acid and glycerol cannot interchange there only. Fatty acid undergoes beta oxidation to produce acetyl-CoA plus energy. At the same time, glycerol undergoes oxidation to produce DHAP. And all of you are aware that DHAP is an isomer to your PGAL. Now, if you go back to the question again, it says glycerol would enter the respiratory pathway through PGAL or DHAP, dihydroxy acetone phosphate, DHAP or PGAL. That is glycerol. Now, if I ask you a question again one more time, how can fatty acid enter the respiratory pathway? The answer to that question will be what, students? How can fatty acid enter? Fatty acids can enter through acetyl-CoA. Glycerol can enter through DHAP or PGAL or GAP. Even GAP can be written here. GAP can be also be written. Everything is correct here. How many of you understood the concept? Tell me in the chat, students. Quickly some fire emoji to let me know, sir. Even though if you teach me complex concept, if we have my notes, if you understand the concept, you can solve everything in the world. There's nothing to worry. Plant physiology is very easy. Okay. All of you understood now? All of you understood? Yes? Gotcha? Understood? Nice. Okay. Look at this question now. Again, look at this question, all of you. Look at this question. All of you on the board. The final decarboxylation in Krebs cycle occurs between. The final decarboxylation in Krebs cycle occurs between. See, there are two decarboxylations. Two oxide decarboxylation in your entire Krebs cycle. First one, second one. Now they're asking you, where does the second one occur? Tell me in the chat, students. Tell me in the chat. Quickly, all of you. Students, again, if you're wondering, sir, where can I get all of these notes? Is it possible to get all of these notes? Yes, it is possible. All of these notes from my previous classes is already present in my Telegram. So students, if you want, again today I will upload one more time plant physiology entire notes. Tell me, yes sir, I want the notes in the comment section of today's video. I will upload today one more time my notes of your entire plant physiology. All you need to do is watch my lecture side by side, look at my notes and understand the concept everywhere. Okay. What is the answer now? Sir, both TCA cycle synthesis 3 times, right? Sir, but in TCA cycle 3 times. No. See, TCA cycle, also called as Krebs cycle, decarboxylation will happen only 2 times. Let me explain one more time. Okay, see this. If you have again, this is from my notes, which you can get in my Telegram right here. Okay, if you can see, students, in your entire Krebs cycle, the decarboxylation happens only 2 times. Only 2 times. Okay, the first time it is between isocitrate to alpha ketoglutarate. Between them, first time there is a decarboxylation. Also, we can call it oxidative decarboxylation. Once. Okay, once. Now, second time you see. Second time it is happening between alpha ketoglutarate and succinyl coenzyme A. Second time it is happening right here. That's all, students. That is all. If you have this much information, if you had from my one single slide of mine, you can answer the question easily. Tell me the answer now, students. Tell me the answer. Mistake. I should answer, students. By mistake. Tell me the answer now. You didn't see anything. The answer is alpha ketoglutarate and succinic acid or succinyl coenzyme A. Okay. Done, students? Done? Notes, you can just take my notes and start using them. Don't worry. Tejas, that is not part of Krebs cycle. You're talking about link reaction. Link reaction is not a part of Krebs cycle. That is a reaction which is happening before the Krebs cycle, so we cannot include it here. In the Krebs cycle, only 2 times. If you include the entire reaction, then 3 times. Okay. Yeah, I showed by mistake. Mistakes happen, students. Okay, look at this question now. Pyruvate, which is formed by glycolytic catabolism of carbohydrates in the cytosol. After it enters mitochondrial matrix, it undergoes. They are right now asking you, what is the other name of link reaction? The question is very simple. The question, which sounds very scary and fancy, but it is very, very simple. All they are asking you is, what is an alternative name, or what is the process which is happening in the link reaction? That's all. Very easy question, students. Very easy question. Students, again we are asking you, do you want us to teach your entire plant physiology, human physiology one more time? Students, how many of you look at this Vedantu bottle? So cute, no? Vedantu bottle, this is. I got it from a V store. I got it from our V store, student, V store. Oxidative decarboxylation, absolutely correct. See again, if you look at here, oxidative decarboxylation, link between glycolysis and Krebs cycle. Okay, look at this question, all of you. During conversion of succinyl coenzyme A to succinic acid, a molecule of GTP is formed. That is known as, students. What do we call that? Okay. All of you. What do we call that? What do we call this one single GTP formed here? A single GTP formed here between succinyl coenzyme and succinate, this GTP. How was it formed? See, I have told you always, all of you students, here, both of this NADH is formed as a result of oxidative decarboxylation. This FADH, oxidation. This NADH, normal oxidation. Normal oxidation, oxidative decarboxylation. Because there is a release of CO2 here, decarboxylation. But how is the GTP produced? What is the mode of GTP production? How is GTP produced, students? How is GTP produced? Okay. Students, we stopped the ads. Do you think students ads are still coming? Students, I think Shreyas sir, all of us, we had a meeting and we discussed that on the channel there should be no ads. It doesn't matter if you get money from the ad revenue. We have stopped everything, all the ads in the channel. Do you still get the ads in the channel, students? Do you still get the ads? We have stopped the ads long back. That is called as your substrate level, student. That is called as substrate level photophosphorylation. Easy. Okay. Look at this question, student. Look at this question. Very good question again. Which act as a final electron acceptor in ETC, electron transport system? The final No ads, right? Exactly, no ads. We stopped the ads long back. All of you marks in the chat. All of you quickly marks in the chat. All of you quickly marks in the chat. There are no ads in the channel, don't worry. The final electron acceptor is going to be oxygen. If you can get my notes, you can see, students, this is your entire ETC, which I have explained beautifully in one class. Okay. And if you can go here, right here, the final electron acceptor is going to be oxygen here, the final boss. Okay. Good question again. Take up. Very good question again. Very good question. The question is very simple. Which one of the following mammalian cells are not capable of metabolizing glucose to carbon dioxide aerobically? They're telling you basically in which of the following the entire aerobic reaction does not happen. There can be glycolysis, but this entire aerobic reaction of your link reaction, it could be your Krebs cycle, it could be ETC, does not happen here. Does not happen here, students. Does not happen here. I'm doing great, don't worry. Students, haven't I told you? The one cell in which there is no other organelle present. The cell in which its main function is to carry oxygen. The cell in which majority of the portion is empty. The cell in which there is no mitosis. It is born, it dies. There is a graveyard for it. Okay. It is a cell which gives us the red color to the blood. All of you. What is the answer, students? What is the answer? The answer is your red blood cells. Red blood cells, red blood cells, because red blood cells do not have any type of nucleus. Red blood cells do not have mitochondria. If there is no mitochondria, tell me, how will the reaction happen? If there is no mitochondria, how will there will be even the entire your Krebs cycle? Not possible. Not possible. Okay. Look at this question. The overall goal of glycolysis, Krebs cycle and electron transport system is the formation of. What is the main goal, students? What is the main goal? Quickly in the chat, students. What is the main goal of the glycolysis, Krebs cycle, electron transport system? Quickly. Very easy question. Obviously, ATP is produced in a very stepwise manner, not in a very large go. If the ATP is produced in a very large at one go, our body cannot take it or we cannot use it at all. Okay. Easy question this was. Okay. Look at this question, students. In mitochondria, protons accumulate in. They are talking about during ETC, during electron transport system. In which part do you think protons generally accumulated? Is it in your matrix, inner membrane, outer membrane, intermembrane? Where is the accumulation happens? Quickly in the chat, all of you, quickly in the chat. Accumulation of protons, where does it happen? Quick. Again, students, if you go to my notes here, now tell me, students, what is the answer? Where can you see the accumulation of protons? Accumulation of protons happening in the matrix? No. In the matrix, reaction happens. Inner membrane, the entire transfer happens. But accumulation of protons happens where, students? Tell me. Happens where? Quickly in the chat, students. Quickly in the chat. Some of the messages are not visible. Students will check into it. We'll check into it, students. We'll check into it. Quickly. Let me answer now. It's going to be intermembrane space. So all the protons you can see, students, all the protons are being traveled down to the intermembrane space right here. Right here. Done? Done. So it's that easy. It's that easy to answer all these questions. That easy. Okay. Look at this question. In which of the following process CO2 is not released? Which of the following processes CO2 is not released at all? Aerobic respiration, it does. Alcoholic fermentation, lactic acid fermentation. Don't tell me what is the answer. Is it lactic acid or aerobic? See, try to recollect. In your lactic acid fermentation, which we did around 10 minutes back, did you see anywhere CO2 being evolved? Anywhere? We directly got your lactate, right, from your pyruvic acid. So, answer is going to be alcoholic fermentation, students. Sorry. Not released. So, not released here, lactate. Not released, right? Not released. See, in your lactic acid fermentation, there is no release happens. Can you see? No release happens. But if you look at your alcoholic fermentation, there is one decarboxylation happening here. Decarboxylation happening here. Okay. Again, easy question. Very easy question. Which statement is wrong for Krebs cycle? Okay. There is a point in cycle where FADH is reduced to FADH2. Okay, makes sense. During conversion of succinyl coenzyme A to succinate, a molecule of GTP is produced. Okay. Again, we saw the GTP formation. A cycle starts with condensation of acetyl group with pyruvic acid to yield citric acid. Students, does the statement look sus to you? Why? Because if you go back and if you look at your entire reaction, okay, acetyl CoA is reacting with OAA, not pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is not in the picture at all. Pyruvic acid is long gone. Tata bye bye, gone, bye bye, over. It is long gone. The only thing you're left with here is oxaloacetic acid and acetyl CoA, right? So what is the answer? Option number C. Okay. So it is that easy if you know the concept. There are 3 points in which cycle where the NADH is reduced. Yes, there are 3 points. Can you see here? 3 points. 1, 2 and 3 points. It is reduced. It is there. Look at this question, students. Plants are devoid of specialized respiratory organs. Obviously, each plant can take care of its own extracellular need. Yes, exactly. That is why there is no need of special organ. Very easy question. This is very easy. Very easy question. For complete breakdown of respiratory substrate, Krebs cycle is essential. Krebs cycle is very important for your entire respiration. Without Krebs cycle, respiration cannot go further. Obviously, what is the point of ETC when there is no NADH, no FADH? Okay. Now, Krebs cycle is associated with stepwise removal of hydrogen and CO2 removal. Yes or no? Tell me. Stepwise, there is a removal of CO2. 2 decarboxylations happening. It is happening. That is why it is very important. Okay. Because Krebs cycle is associated with stepwise removal of hydrogen and CO2 molecules. Okay. In natural alcoholic drinks, beverages, alcohol level cannot exceed more than 13%. That is, in the case of wine and in the case of beer. Wine and beer, the percentage cannot increase more than 13%. Why? Because if it goes more than 13%, yeast will die. That's called as yeast poisoning. Again, very easy. Makes sense. Makes sense. Students, if naturally is 13%, but vodka, it could be vodka, it could be, what are the alcohol name, students? Vodka, it could be rum, it could be whiskey. How do you think they make it up to 20%, 30%, 40%? What is the secret behind it? Because naturally it is 13%. If it goes more than 13%, the bacteria cannot survive. Sorry, the yeast cannot survive. So how is it possible to obtain the highly distillated alcohols? By distillation. Okay, by distillation. Next question you see, students. Cytochrome C is a mobile carrier. Okay, it's your mobile carrier. Okay, cytochrome C helps in transfer of electrons from complex 4 to complex 5. I'll give you exactly 10 seconds. Start solving. Start solving, students. Start solving. Why do you think B is false, students? This is correct. Why is B false? Because a mobile carrier, as you can see, it is going from complex 3 to complex 4, not to complex 5. So the answer should be complex 3 to complex 4, not to the 5. So option number C, this becomes completely wrong, and henceforth option number 3. Option number 3. Okay, option number 3. Okay, look at this question, students. One more question we missed here. This question is missed out. Respiratory pathway is an amphiboic pathway rather than catabolic one. Amphiboic pathway. Why? Because respiratory pathway is involved in both anabolism and catabolism. So because in respiration both anabolism, catabolism, both of them takes place, so I will call it amphiboic pathway. Yes or no? Yes it is. Yes it is. Okay. So what is the answer? Option number A. Okay. Students, now we come to the last chapter of your plant physiology. Till now we have almost solved I think more than 25 questions. I think we have solved more than 25 questions by now. More than 25. Now onwards we have around 10 more questions to go. Quickly we'll do it off. So I believe all of you are getting the hang of solving questions from plant physiology. They are not very difficult. Let me tell you, plant physiology is not difficult if you know the concept. If you have the right notes, you can refer the notes, learn the concept and solve every question. Nothing difficult there, nothing difficult. Okay, can we start, students? Can we start now? All of you. Quickly, students, some energy in the chat, all of you. The final stretch of today's class. The final stretch of bio class is starting right now. So quickly, some fire emoji in the chat, all of you. What does the question say? Who isolated oxen from the tip of coleoptile of the oat seedling? If you go for Charles Darwin, your answer is wrong. Why? Why, sir? Charles Darwin is wrong. Because, students, if you are in my class, I told you exactly why. Because discovery is done by Charles Darwin, Francis Darwin. Discovery. But isolation was done by F.W. Went. So this is a very, very fine line where you can go wrong very easily. Very easily you can go wrong. So learn what they're asking you. Are they asking about isolation or are they asking about discovery? Discovery is Darwin. Isolation is F.W. Went. Okay. Nice. Wrong answer, sir. Love it. Okay. Hormones which is sprayed on young conifers to hasten the maturity period and early seed production. Again, students, I have given you the most best notes for your plant growth development in the entire world, which has every single answer for every single question in it. So if you refer those notes, life becomes easy. Okay. See here. If you have my notes, you can just see this is the main point which I made you write down. You can see the last statement here under gibberellins. Spraying juvenile conifers with GA hasten the maturity period, answers right here. And every single point here is a previous year question. Let me tell you that much one more time. So learn these points also. While you're at it, learn all the following points. For example, increase in grape stalk length, increase in length of the stem, sugarcane example, elongation and improvement shape of the apples, speeding up the malting process in your brewing industry, Every single point right here is a previous year question. Let me tell you that. Okay, look at this one. Growth is measured by variety of parameters in which the following is not included in the growth parameter. For example, fresh weight is there, area is there, dry weight is there, but cell type is not there. Proof, see, again, just see my notes, I have made it write down. Increase in cell number, fresh weight, dry weight, increase in length, increase in surface area, increase in volume. So every single point is covered here. Obviously cell shape is not a parameter for it, for the growth. Okay, nice. Sir, revealing answers before only. Yeah, students, you should be very quick. All of these, let me tell you again one more time, students. Your plant growth regulators answer should be tip of your tongue. It's a very small chapter. All the questions are very direct here, nothing indirect. You should be able to solve all the questions of this chapter in just 5 seconds and not more than that. Because when you save time on these following topics right now, you will be able to spend more time on difficult questions in the other exam, other sections. So I tell you already, I always tell you students, I always tell you, the more time you spend right now in chapters where you can direct questions, more time you will have in your exam for other concepts or other questions. So start spending time right now on all of these concepts rather than sitting in the exam hall thinking, oh, what is the answer, gibberellins, cytokinins. No, that is not the way to do it. So if you spend more time now, you will have more time in exam center. That is up to you, which way you want to do it. If you don't spend now on revising all of this, you will not have enough of time for other questions in exam center. So it is your decision to take. Okay, spend time here now. Look at this question now. Which one of the following acid is derivative of carotenoids? When you get such question, you don't even have to think because you should know the answer as a tip of your tongue. Because if you open any of my following notes, every time I have given you students, under abscisic acid I have made you write down chemical nature carotenoids. So all you need to do is close your eyes, think what Basavaraj told me. Basavaraj told me that under abscisic acid, chemical nature is carotenoids. Precursor is violocyanthin. Discovery, 3 different scientists. And you can easily tell the answer. Okay. What is the answer now, students? See. So don't spend time now. Don't spend time in exam center thinking about all this. Okay. Look at this question. The foolish disease, also called as Bakane disease of rice, led to the discovery of. Obviously, as soon as you think of Bakane disease, your mind should come. You start thinking about your gibberellic acid, and the example of gibberellic acid is given right here. Gibberellic acid. And what if I give you GA3? Then this is the answer. Same answer applies. Nothing to think here. These are direct answers which does not require a lot of brain cells. Okay. See here, I've given you gibberellic acid. Again, chemical nature, terpenoids. Precursor is given, discovery, Kurosawa. Isolation, Ubota and Sumuki. Bioassay, alpha amylase barley endosperm test. I have given you points wise answers in my notes, so nothing should stop you from learning all of this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, everything is easy. Look at this question now. Fruit and leaf drop at early stage can prevent by application of. See, you're preventing your abscession here. Preventing. What can be done? I've told you, always told students, auxin is little mental. I've told you, when I was teaching you about auxin, different functions of auxin, I told you, auxin in young plants it will prevent. Young plants it will prevent. Okay. But in old plants it will not. Old plants like you die, go die, I don't care. You go and die, old leaf, I don't care. But young leaf, no, I will save you. So auxin will prevent the early droppings of leaf and fruit. But old, just get out. Okay. So the answer is going to be auxin, not gibberellic acid. The main thing is clue is going to be early stage here. Early stage is going to be the clue here. Okay. Now, look at this question. Plants show open form of growth. What is the meaning? Plants retain their meristematic activity at certain locations throughout their life. Is that why they're called as open, students? We call them open because they can keep on growing. Is that it? Is that it, students? Is that it? Did I make you write down this by any chance I made you write this, students? Any chance I told you that open means new cells are always added? Yes? They can keep on growing. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. That is the meaning of open. Okay. They are localized. Plants, number of organs keep on increasing. So I made you write down every single point in my previous notes. I didn't make these notes today. I did not make these notes today. All of these notes are present from my previous classes which have been done 2 months back, 1 month back, 3 months back, 6 months back. So if you have the notes, tell me, sir, you have the notes. If you don't have the notes, tell me in the comment section, sir, I want the notes for plant physiology. Can you please send in the Telegram channel one more time? Telegram is up. So ask me in Telegram, I'll send you the notes one more time. Okay? Okay, look at this question. Oh, students, I showed the answer by mistake. The answer came first, the question came later. Oh God. Oh, the question only is missing here. Students, the question is missing, only answer is there. Okay. Kinetin is synthetic cytokinin? Yes. Kinetin was obtained from your herring sperm DNA? Yes. It is true, but it does not explain the assertion. It does not explain the assertion. Okay. Okay. Last question for today, students. Last question for today. Let's see who gets it first now. Last question for today. Let's see who gets it first. Last question for today. Last question. (2,4-D) is an selective weedicide. Why? Because it only kills dicots but does not affect mature monocots plants. Is that the way? Yes, it does. The answer is obviously option number A. It is selectively killing, it does not kill any kind of monocots, only kills dicots. Okay, Agent Orange, also called as the Agent Orange. Okay.
ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ ಅನ್ಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ put it down in the comments how many marks you got. I think all of you have done amazing and wonderful. Okay, don't worry, we are going to prepare you really well for NEET. I know days are very less. Don't worry students, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವೇದಾಂತು ನೀಟ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಚೆಕ್ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನನ್ನ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸು, ಬಸವ ಸರ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವೈಲಬಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಫುಲ್ 360 marks, 100% you're going to get. So for that, just prepare very confidently. Don't worry about what next, worry about what now. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining. Quickly subscribe to the channel and like the video if you haven't yet, because so much more is planned for all of you. Be it 11th, be it 10th, be it 12th students, everything is planned for you. So much more is coming for all my Karnataka students. So yes students, ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾವು 50K ಮಾಡೋಣ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಚಾನಲ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ನ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರೋಣ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡೂ ಮ್ಯಾಜಿಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.